Good morning, students. Today we will complete the last chapter of our portion, that is adverbs and adverbials. So adverbs you all are learning since your childhood. You all know about adverbs. Still, as we have it is in a part, so we need to know. So what is an adverb? Adverb is a word that provides us to understand the verb in a more elaborate way. It provides certain information in the that information adds special meaning to the verb or adjective, and sometimes even to another adverb. So look at the screen. As for example, you all will find three examples like the traveler worked briskly. Now the very word briskly says how did the traveler worked. Okay, how did the traveler work? So the very word briskly obviously serves verb worked, and it provides us certain information and it adds certain extra meaning to the verb. Now next sentence, that is, today I faced a very difficult situation. A very difficult situation. I faced certain situation, and the word very insists on the difficulty of the situation. The adjective difficult and the very noun is situation, and obviously faced is the verb, and the very word very provides extra meaning to the verb faced, and also it is placed before the adjective, and I can use adverb with adjective as well. So number three, the next example, that is, she faced the interview quite confidently. Confidently itself adverb of the verb faced, and quite provides it forces on her confidence. It puts stress on her confidence. It provides us special meaning, extra meaning. It adds extra meaning to the adverb confident. Okay, so she faced the interview. How did she face the interview? Confidently. Confidently, how much confident was she? That is, she was quite confident. So another adverb. So here, that is confidently, and we put quite and the adverb to put stress on the fact. Now we have certain kinds of adverbs, like adverbs of manner, like worked fast or worked quietly. In case of adverbs of manner tell us how an action is performed. Okay, now adverbs of place, it tells us where an action is performed, like sat here or went downstairs. It indicates place. Now adverb of time, it indicates about the time when an action is performed, like she came early, we played today. The very word early, today, and in this case we find as adverbs of time. Adverbs of frequency, it tells us how often an action is performed, like we visited there twice. Okay, he came usually, he usually comes on every Monday. So here usually, we visited there twice. The very word twice, it indicates us about how frequently any kind of action is performed. Then number 5, that is adverbs of degree. Degree, it answers the question how much or in what degree. Okay, like I know the fact completely, means I know the entire fact completely. The very word completely is adverb of degree. Okay, the bag is, or the packet is totally full. So here the very word full indicates adverb of degree. It says us how much, the actual condition, right? Now interrogative adverbs. Interrogative adverbs help us to ask a question. We generally use them to ask a question, like why is the train late? When did the train arrive? So these very words, when and why, these are interrogative adverbs, right? Number 7, adverbs of affirmation or negation, like he will certainly help you. I'm not willing to accept this job. Certainly not. These are adverbs of affirmation or negation. Number 8. Exclamatory adverbs. What a hilarious comedy. How cleverly she acted. The very word what, how, this express degree or means or in extent or in exclamation like how, what, these are the words we generally use for exclamatory adverbs. Number 9, that is relative adverbs. Like again we will be using WH words here that relate or refer back to any kind of or their antecedent. Like I rested whenever I got an opportunity. Whenever I got an opportunity. The very word whenever. Like I parked the car where you had instructed me. The particular place where you had instructed me. WH word we do find here in case of relative adverbs. And sometimes an adverb can modify the whole sentence, as for example, luckily she was not much hurt. So the very word luckily is obviously adverb used here. I am just going through in this manner as you all know adverb very well. Okay. And whatever study material is provided here, I think it will prove fruitful. So you are asked to go through it thoroughly and then inform me if you face any kind of problem to understand any part. Now let us concentrate on adverbials. An adverbial, what is an adverbial? Adverbial is also an individual word or an adverb or a phrase or a clause that can modify a verb or adjective or even the complete sentence, and it also can be placed anywhere in different position in a sentence. Okay, so we generally in case of adverbials we have to, you all have already come to know about adverbial clauses and phrases in clause and phrase chapter. I taught you before half yearly. I hope you all did attend those classes. So I will just highlight here about these two. So adverb clauses, a subordinate clause that performs the role of an adverb in a sentence. Okay, that is called adverbial clause or adverb clause. Like Manan kept walking until he reached the main crossing. Until he reached the main crossing. The bold part is obviously adverb clause. It is subordinate part. It depends on the main clause and it provides extra information to the verb. Next example, it is useless to argue since the decision has already been taken. Now, since the decision has already been taken is the part where do we find we find adverb clause. This is subordinate part, subordinate clause dependent on the main clause and it serves as an adverb. Number 3, he looked for a good hotel so that he could spend the night comfortably. So this part is also adverb clause. One more thing I need to highlight here, that is okay, let me complete this part, then I will come to that part. Okay, so this is how we can understand adverb clause. Now adverb clause are means introduced by generally when, while, before, after, since, as soon as. These are the words we generally use to show time. All these things will be required when you will join sentences and sometimes in a case of transformation. So you need to be very much aware of the usage of where to use and when to use and how to use. Okay, so where and wherever we generally use to show place, because, as, since to show reason. So these are adverb clauses if, unless, provided that to show certain conditions. Although, even if, even though, all these things are used to show contrast. So these are the things you need to learn very thoroughly and very minutely, and you need to somehow take full control over these things. Along with this, certain so these are the things you need to remember very thoroughly. Now let us come to adverb phrase. Adverb phrase, again it acts as an adverb as already these things are discussed in a phrase and clause chapter, so only examples I will provide here, like he acted in a tactful manner. Instead of tactfully, we used in a tactful manner, and in a tactful manner is the phrase, adverb phrase, like not long ago I lived here. Not long ago, this particular phrase is adverb phrase. It provides a certain information extra, it adds extra thing to the meaning of the verb. Okay. And number 3, I visited him now and then. Instead of frequently, we can use I visited him now and then. Now and then is the phrase that provides us that provides extra meaning to the verb and serves as an adverb phrase. So apart from whatever is provided here, you will get many other things in your textbook, but those things, the main thing you need to concentrate, that part is only provided here in your study material. I ask each and everyone to go through it minutely, because this is the main thing you need to know, you need to learn thoroughly, and rest whatever is there, you will definitely go through. You have, means in your textbook, tables are there, you can go through them, the thing will be more clear. And but this study material will definitely prove fruitful. So this is the discussion for today. Along with this, after listening to this discussion, you all are asked to do the exercises provided in your textbook, and first you need to try, and in the next class I will definitely provide the answer key to those questions, or to solve those exercises. So first you need to try. So this is the discussion for today. I hope it will be it will help you. Let me know if you need anything extra, or any of the part which is required to be highlighted again, or to be clarified again. So let me know those things through subject query, or even in your live class. So this much for today. Thank you children. Have a nice day.